Good evening. This is David Lynn, and you're with me for another episode of Coffee Talk, number 511. It is October the 5th, 2025, right at 7 p.m. Central Time. And it is my daughter Gigi's birthday. Leaving a little bit of time for people to come in. Uncle Al always says, no dead air time, no dead air time. That was a big thing back in the day. You couldn't have dead air time on the radio. It would generate a fine, and big no with the FCC. No dead air time. KP Heathen, how you doing? How'd that barbecue turn out you did? You did I think a video or a short of it. I think I remember seeing it. Hope you're doing okay. Two in the house. You made nachos. Wonderful. I love nachos. Lots of hot cheese and chips. Put some hamburger meat on it. Some beans. Hook it up. Jalapenos. Good stuff. I have an unboxing, which I'll do in a few minutes. Not feeling the best right now, but I'm trying to push through. Well, starting a work week Monday, tomorrow. Excuse me, I'm gonna run to the restroom and I'll be right back. It's like, dead air time. It's like one of those Filipino live streams. Oh, what a relief it is. Nature made an emergency call and I had to react. That doesn't happen too often during a live stream, but it did. Who do we have? Well, everybody came in when I went to the restroom. Melinda Elliott, how's it going? And Enrique Trevino. Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79. Little Lone Prepper, how you doing? I'd like to thank everybody for coming in today. Oh, tired. I promised I would do a unboxing today of something that had come in yesterday. Didn't want to open a big box, but it's the only thing I have right now that I can open up. So I'm going to unbox this. And this should be a couple of boxes of Famous Amos cookies. Sorry, went off camera for a second. I'm using a Haas folding knife to do it. I'm cutting off camera, but I'll pull up and show you what I got as soon as I get the box open. Come on now. Well, I got 230 packs of Famous Amos cookies, the chocolate chip kind. I give these out to my kids for behaving. It's a bribe. Leather jacket riding a motorcycle down. No, that's just my bomber jacket. It's one of my bomber jackets. It just stays back there. It's been sitting on the back of that chair for since winter. You know, I hadn't worn it once since winter. But as it starts getting colder, I'll start wearing it. Uncle Al's preparing garlic bread. So I got my 500th live stream video out. I got my box out. I'm good to go on that. And I did an unboxing from my friend Dave, who goes by Yoda's Blessed Life. Please be in prayer for him. He's got some health issues. He's in the hospital right now. His channel has been blowing up. He's been getting massively growing, over 100 subscribers a day. I basically had a minor purge, dropped 12, and now I'm sitting at 2,029, hoping to re-hit 2,030, and I was at 2,040. Don't know what happened, but it is what it is. So my next video, having done that one, I'm planning, hopefully, cross my fingers, to do a video of me sending Belinda's Country Living, Belinda, a box, which I've been promising her for a while now. I'm planning on sending her a box this coming week. Hopefully I'll get it out Saturday, because I usually don't get out of work in time to be at the post office before 5 o'clock. And I plan on trying to get that one out this week, and that'll be a video. And then my next effort will be to do an unboxing of a mail call from Uncle Al that I've had for probably a couple of months, sitting there. And I have not opened it up. I mean, I'd opened up Dave's and I'd pulled some of it out. Melinda's jalapeno ketchup, I used that on a steak that we had today. Had steak and vegetables and such. And I used some of this on the steak. It was very tasty. Very tasty. And just trying to take care of what I need to take care of. My channel hasn't been that active. I haven't put out much content. I try to put out 1 or 2 shorts a day. I did take the opportunity this weekend. Hillbilly Josh Loftus, how you doing, Hillbilly Josh? I did take the opportunity today and yesterday a little bit to view a few videos from people that I follow that have put up stuff. And I've actually watched 3, might be the last 3 videos that Uncle Al has put up, because he went for a few days without putting up anything. So I think I watched 3 that were dated the 1st of October, and I don't think he'd put up a video since then. He's been putting up plenty of shorts, and I watched some of those too. I watched the 2 ration reviews that Mike Crusher had put up, and he put those up like, one of them was 3 weeks ago and the other one was like 2 weeks ago. Just not getting around to, but I watched the whole things, time-stamped them, made a nice comment. I enjoyed watching his ration reviews and such. Hello, Dave. Appreciate you coming by. I've been praying for you. And I have been encouraging people to pray for you. So I think I sent you a link to the video that I uploaded today. I finally did the mail call from you. And I uploaded about an 8.5-minute video. Hello, Pre-Retirement Days. How are you doing? Betty in the house. Ten in the house, 9 likes. Josh, you be safe. Thank you so much for what you do. Josh is an essential worker. He's in the oil. He's on an oil crew, and we would not have the gasoline, the fuels, and such that we have, the gas that we have, without people like Josh who risk their life and really doing hard work. So thank you so much, my friend. God bless you. Be safe. So we're about 15 minutes into the live stream. I did an unboxing. Talked a little bit about how things are going. We're still in the shutdown. The Democrats own it. Been on the news. Trump and his tech people have been enjoying trolling the Democrat leadership, and they hate it. They hate him and they hate it, and I'm laughing my head off about it. Um, so Uncle Al's always talking about cooking, so the first topic today is cooking. Over 9% of the population of the U.S. can't cook to the 1926 levels. There's a transition there where we had more store-bought meats and such. Used to be, you'd have something that would be killed or something that somebody would give you, and it would have to be properly butchered. You have to skin it and butcher it. It's like, they went fishing, so you gotta go clean the fish. You know, they went hunting or they got a chicken. They took a chicken from the coop or whatever, or made a fryer out of it, and you gotta basically kill it, pluck it, do all the stuff that you need to do to it so you can fry it, or however you choose to prepare it. Same thing with the turkey or whatever. And you'd spend a lot of time trying to get your fire ready, and you'd spend a lot of time prepping up your meat before you even got around to cooking. So, prepping a meal with what all you had to do could take 4, 5, 6 hours, just depending on how many people you're feeding, the circumstances, what's going on, and everything. So we went through a transition period. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. Susanna's got a wonderful channel. If you're not subscribed to her, and I think most everybody in here right now probably is, I would certainly encourage you to subscribe to Susanna Morrison. She is a beautiful young lady, has a beautiful daughter. She is a single mom, and she has a wonderful channel over in the Philippines. So it is Monday morning over there right now. And God bless you, Suzanne. You have a wonderful week, and I appreciate you coming in. I will try to come by and visit you. So we have takeout, fast food, restaurants. They didn't have fast food back then, really. Their idea of a restaurant would be a saloon or some place where they'd fix you the basics, you know. So, Uncle Al believes, and these are his topics that he sent me. Thank you so much, Uncle Al. The idea being that people can't do what they used to do. Those that had families, they understood what would have to be done in order to prep food for the family. And breakfast was traditional. People would have eggs, and they'd have grits, or they'd have some form of pork probably, or meat, biscuits, maybe taters, some beans or whatever, variations. And they'd prep up usually 2 good meals a day. There'd be a morning meal, and there'd be an evening meal. And if you were basically prepping for people to be at work at 7 in the morning or 7:30, then you were up at maybe 3 o'clock in the morning prepping the meal. To try to get ready to have that meal. Well, it also depended where you were. If you were in a big city, if you were in an urban area, there'd be more opportunities, for food and such. Whereas if you're out in the boonies, you know, or small towns, or if you're Midwest or just out west or, you know, rural areas, there wasn't a lot, you know, as far as, oh, well, you know, we got places to go eat. So the first recipe, ha ha ha, yeah, right. Mm. Um, First recipe, spam peanut butter and jelly sandwich with bananas. Now this is Uncle Al. Don't hurl on me. Hello, Julie. Julianne West. And I visited Julie, and um, she had put out a few short videos, and I got caught up, I think, on her videos. Um, so a spam peanut butter and jelly sandwich with bananas. A favorite with Elvis Presley's group. Lightly toasted, 2 pieces of Texas toast. Yeah, he sort of porked out there towards the end of his life. He gained a lot of weight. He was taking in a lot of fattening calories. Spread a thin layer of peanut butter to one side of the bread. Top with thinly sliced bananas lengthwise. Then top with fried spam. On the other slice of the bread, add jam or jelly. Well, what do you think of that one? Any takers? Hmm. We ought to make Uncle we ought to make Uncle Al do videos of this stuff and watch him eat it. Prove that he's got a strong constitution. Okay. Next receipt or recipe is from Georgia. A Sunday luncheon sandwich, spam grilled cheese sandwich with sliced peaches. Georgia's known for its peaches. Part-time planning. How you doing, Peter? Um, yeah, I'm not the biggest spam lover in the world, but I will use it occasionally. Um, they've got all sorts of flavors of spam. So, a spam grilled cheese sandwich with sliced peaches, cooked like a grilled cheese sandwich with fried spam slices and sliced peaches inside the sandwich. So that's a spam sandwich. Next is a non spam sandwich. Refried bean sandwich. Well, normally, if I'm going to do refried beans, it's going to be on a tortilla. going to be on a tortilla. But you can, I guess, use bread. You can use a slice of bread and you don't toast it, and you just fold it over, put some beans in the middle, and you know. But you only need 2 slices of bread. Spread butter on one side of the bread slice and spread refried beans on the other. Lettuce and tomato slice in the butter side, salt and pepper to taste. So beans with lettuce and tomatoes. It's like making a taco without the shell. The other non-spam sandwich. Oh, here we go. Cottage cheese sandwich. Combine 1/4 cup of cottage cheese with chopped green onions, juice from a small lemon spread on bread slice, top with lettuce and tomatoes, salt and pepper to taste. Cottage cheese sandwich. I eat cottage cheese just about every day. I eat a little 4-ounce cottage cheese. I'll also eat like a 4-ounce yogurt, and I basically mix them together in a bowl, and the yogurt makes the cottage cheese bearable to eat, you know, and that will be like a serious snack or maybe a light meal for me. Sometimes in the evening, I don't really eat like a formal meal. I'll have a couple of light snacks that combine into the equivalent of a meal, usually about an hour apart. Pork and beans. All right, the next recipe is wonderful butter beans surprise. And then Uncle Al, which I would have quoted myself if he hadn't said it, but he put it in there. Think of the campfire scenes and blazing saddles. You got the rednecks sitting around the campfire and they're all belching and farting and, you know, more beans, Mr. Taggart? I think you boys have had enough. Slim Pickens, you know, the redneck boss. Ah, yes, a classic. And I've used a soundtrack from that on a couple of my videos when I've had beans as one of the something related to the meal. You know, you should do a short and you show them, and I'll use the soundtrack of them out there, you know, getting to it. Ah. We are 29 minutes into the live stream, about midway, and I still got 2.5 pages of topic, so, you know, I'm trying to pace myself, as Uncle Al would say. So chop 1 small yellow onion, 2 strips of bacon, chopped, fry until cooked, add 1 large can of baked beans, 28-ounce size, add can of butter beans, 2 cans of Vienna sausages. Oh, Lord have mercy. Tablespoon of paprika, dash of thyme, rosemary, and garlic powder. Simmer 30 minutes. Serves 4 to 6 people and creates a lot of methane. A lot of methane. So that basically is the 6 watching and 12 likes. Thank you, Uncle Al. It's a slow evening. Second topic, Star Trek. To boldly go where no man or woman or Wookiee or whoever has gone before. Survival training. Star Trek survival training sucks, as we're about to find out. Overdependence on technology. Phasers, tricorders, replicators. If you look at the original series, they had those little Type 1 and Type 2 hand phasers. And they had a phase rifle they used occasionally. They'd shoot from the hip. Use of phasers. Have a problem? Use a phaser. Enemy or a bump in the night? Use a phaser. Cold? Use a phaser. Heat a rock. Dig a trench or hole? Just phaser it. Phasers are good until the power source goes out. Mike K, how's it going? Well, Mike, I got caught up. I watched both of your videos I had not watched. You think you put one of them out about 3 weeks ago and the other one out a couple of weeks. You know, it's been a couple of weeks. But I watched both of them. Full view. I always appreciate your content, my friend. And I got a video out, box that David sent me. I still got to do the box that Uncle Al had sent me. It's been well over a month. Finally got the thing out. Did a video about eight and a half minutes. Doing a video tomorrow when I get home from camping. Sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful, Mike. So, modern version. So this is continuing what he gave me. Modern version handguns are good until the ammo is gone. Well, that's true. You gotta have spare ammo. Star Trek uniforms are good for space travel, bad for daily life and survival. No pockets, no layering, no insulation, no way to go to the bathroom. Well, I guess you have to pull them down if you want to go to the restroom. Turning the page. We still got 2 pages of notes to go. Star Trek uniforms are sleek and chic. Total crap in the real world. Star Trek survival kits. Sulu and his team used the original Type 1 and almost froze to death. Type 1 ration bars. Think of granola bars in outer space. Foil space blankets. Due to a transporter error, they couldn't beam off of the shuttle because of the weather. The emergency replicators failed. Sulu and his team phasered rock to keep warm. Tricorder failed in cold weather. See smartphone in winter. Yeah. They don't like cold weather. They don't like extreme heat. They overheat, they shut down. They get cold, they shut down. The batteries in them, the lithium, they don't like below freezing temperatures. Later, Star Trek survival kit depended on the time period and ship. Most kits are Type 1A because of cost. 3 ration bars, 3 foil pouches of 8-ounce water, 1 12-hour light stick, 1 emergency blanket. Star Trek motto: we be there in 72 hours. This is from Uncle Al, my friend. Bad news. A lot of red shirts, doctors, teachers, scientists, families, and children died horribly in space. The tricorder overuse of technology. Have a problem or need a solution, use the tricorder. Have children, use a tricorder. Today we have a similar problem with smartphones and iPads and tablets and Kindles or whatever you want to call them. Before the holodecks, a lot of porn was done with tricorders. Well, that's from Uncle Al. Instead of skills, use a tricorder. This was useful until the power was gone. Same thing with smartphones, okay? Your basic survival gear in your pockets. You're not Starfleet. A cutting device. Some sort of folding knife or a Leatherman or multi-tool. A snack. A fire-making device. Yeah, both the Spock, both were blue. Okay. First rule of non-Star Trek survival training. You die, stupid. Everything in space is going to kill you. Build shelter first. Get out of the hot sun, and at night, out of the wind. Yeah, you need some sort of shelter. You need to have some paracord, know how to use it. Be able to make a lean-to or something other. Know how to make a fire. Have something to make a fire. You can survive 3 days without water. You won't feel very good after the first day. 2 weeks without food. Again, you're not going to feel very good when you don't eat. Stomach's going to be really giving you a hard time. After building your shelter, make fire. It'll keep you warm, can be seen miles away. Cook food, boil water. Very little gravity on the moon, Julie. Yeah. After fire, find and sterilize water. Boil water. Once this is done, you can look for food. Know your environment. Worst survival training is Starfleet, Vulcans, and Romulans. No pockets. No use of technology and beta performance. Best survival training is the Klingons and everyone else in the Star Trek universe. They have pockets, have knives and daggers and machetes, have fire-making devices, and eat anything. Yeah, the Klingons are some bad A's. You know, they are. So we're 40 minutes into the live stream. third topic. From the pages of Scientific American, the generation after Generation Alpha Omega, the doomed generation, the Beta, Biden kids generation, from 2020 until now. Allergic to everything. Addicted to smartphones. Weak. Functionally retarded. Birth defects. Yes, if after a couple of weeks in a complete grid down, things will get dangerous. Being invisible is probably your safest option. Be well armed, know how to use it. Don't play. Don't play. Birth defects, low birth rate. Yeah, South Korea now they say is having some birth rate problems. They're not producing the way they were before. From the article of Scientific American summer issue. This is made, or this may be the last generation. Thanks, Biden. Results: extinction. Once the boomers and Generation X dies off. Intel structure and technology start rotting away. Remaining generations of X, Y, and Z will start blaming each other and infighting between the groups. 0.97 birth rate. Yep. And it is expensive, certain places. Very expensive, certain places. Well, see, they were originally an agrarian, like the Koreans, they were an agrarian society. They were also a lot shorter than they are today. Since they started eating a more westernized diet, healthier diet and such, their average size is increased by 7 inches. They tend to be taller now. Light cooking odors and fire will draw bad players to you. Well, that's true. That is true. That would be a problem. That would be a problem. Within 100 years, we'd have the new Dark Age. I have a friend who's teaching now. She was a paraprofessional. Very nice lady. Who's just crazy into K-pop music. That's that Korean music, the craze that they're sending worldwide, Korean K-pop. She loves K-pop. Well, 45 minutes in, 7 in the house, 12 likes. So we started out talking about cooking. Hard men bring good times. Good times create soft men. Soft men bring bad times. 13 likes. Well, thank you for updating me on that. Yeah, we are in the season of bad times. So, my vehicles are old. So I've started occasionally putting in some upper cylinder lubricant cleaner. Lucas injector cleaner. Trying to take care of my vehicles. Well, men are getting softer. My father grew up in a transition time. He was born in 1913. So he grew up, had a horse. They had wagons and they had carriage, or a little bit fancier, wagon. And he told me Easter stories about how he went with his father to buy their first Ford. Dad paid with gold coins. And that probably would have been in the late 20s. My grandfather died 1932, the age of 49, into the Great Depression. Said he had what's called Bright's disease, high blood pressure. What you used to call high blood pressure, they call it Bright's disease. And, eating a lot of rich food, smoking, probably being overweight. I had to start taking blood pressure medication at about 50, a little overweight, eating rich food. Thank God I'm still here, but I've been taking blood pressure medication for the last 13 years. Yeah, be in prayer for Dave. He been in the hospital for a couple of weeks. Not good. They're doing all sorts of medications trying to get him healed. Probably lots of antibiotics, steroids, and pain medication. And he probably looks like a prickly pear from all the times they poked him. God bless you, Dave. So, did you get a chance to look at that video that I did, Dave? I know you probably don't feel like doing hardly anything. Yeah, eat less salt and bring the blood pressure down. I don't put much salt on my food. The salt that I basically get is what comes with it sometimes. I mean, I eat the school food usually for breakfast and lunch during the week. The breakfast usually is like cereal. Usually nothing's not going to have any salt in it. Maybe sometimes they have waffles or French toast sticks or such, don't cinnamon roll sometimes. They don't. That's not necessarily. That's not necessarily good for you. I will say that. Too much sugar. But it is what it is, and people eat what they eat. So I go back to work tomorrow. This week will be the end of the first quarter. So we'll have grades. Kids get out Thursday. Friday's a work day. Got to get grades in, and then I've got to start working on IEP progress reporting. I got ARDs Tuesday that are pretty well prepped up. And I'm trying. I'll do the best I can. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, I just think about, how life is going. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Be in prayer for Mike Ivins. Holly's doing her best to take care of him. He's in a bad way. Cancer, chemotherapy, very bad. Dave's not good. He's suffering. Be in prayer for him. Uncle Al's slowing way down. But he does the best he can. He's involved with his ministry, with the church, with the food bank. He does a lot of good things, and he mentors people, and I'm blessed to have him as a mentor to me and as a friend. And Uncle Al, I will try. Well, Julie, God bless you. I know it's real late over in the UK. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm the same way. I learned a lot about a lot of stuff, but I'm not really not going to do engine. I can't do engine work. Don't have the skills for that. So, I will plan on being back Thursday. No, what am I saying Thursday? I will plan on being back Friday. Going crazy and losing my mind. Losing my mind. I will plan on trying to be back this coming Friday. And I might get ambitious this week. I might get out Uncle Al's box. Do a video of Uncle Al's box. And SD Mountain Man, how are you doing? Scott in the house. Appreciate you stopping by. Had some good topics this evening. Scott managed to get a video out. I've been sitting on a box that had come in from Dave forever, and I did an unboxing. And I'd already shown most of what was in it on like live streams, but I did a formal video of it. And enjoyed it. hadn't opened up Uncle Al's box. I need to pull it out, dust it off, and that'll be probably the next one I do that. And then I've got to do a video. I'm gonna send a box to Belinda's Country Living, and I've been promising her a box forever, and I finally get around to doing it. I need to do it. I'm behind, and I don't think I've ever sent Belinda anything, but I'm gonna try to get a box to her. It'll be a nice box. Probably, when you look at what I put in it, and I need to figure it out, and what it's going to cost me to send, it's probably going to be $100. I'll be sending her $100 worth of stuff. That and mail. Mail now is like $30 to mail a package, just about. Can imagine how expensive it would be if I was trying to send it, overseas or to Canada or whatever. I sent a box to Canada to Claudette. She was right across the border, like 5 miles into Canada. And it cost me, at the time, it was over $60. And that's several years ago. And a regular box would have cost me about $10 or $11. But it cost me $60 to send across the border. So that sucks, to use the colloquial term that the kids use. That really does suck. So anyway, I will hope that everybody has a good week, and we're still in the government shutdown. They're going to start pink slipping people. They're going to start furloughing and pink slipping people. They're going to start, letting them go. That's something that Trump administration has been wanting and trying to do. There are a lot of people who took voluntary buyouts and got real nice packages too. Nice severance packages to leave. Act like somebody shot their dogs. And a lot of these people, they're just fluff positions. Or like they're not even going into the office. They don't even go into the office. Well, one of the first things he did when he came in the office is, you got to go into the office. Oh, and they're raising hell about having to go into the office. And, but you either love him or you hate him. And man, they call him every name in the book, and just make him out to be the Antichrist. And I think he's doing a good job, personally. I think he's doing a good job. Might not like every little thing he does, but I think he's doing a lot. He just got a big agreement with Pfizer to lower the price way down on their medications. Pfizer's responsible for a lot of the medications, so it'll make it a lot more affordable for poor people working, prescriptions and such. And he's working in general on the pharmaceutical industry. So he just took a big another one of the Democrats' big issues and took it over. Which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Appreciate it if you pray for me. Pray for my wife. She's still recovering. She's had too many problems with too many surgeries on her stomach or abdomen, trying to deal with her hernias and such. I tell her to take it easy. And but I will tell you, I used Melinda's jalapeno ketchup, and it was good. I put that on my steak, and I shot it, so I'm gonna probably do it as a short. You'll get to see it. But it's good. Had a good taste to it. Not too hot. I like hot stuff. I'm into spices. My father was into spices. He liked spicy foods. And I really like the green Cholula sauce. I like the green Tabasco pepper sauce. Good stuff. Anyway, when you get up in the morning, thank God for the day. You don't know how many days you have. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Drink your coffee, take your medication, get right. Get your mind set right. Say the Lord's Prayer. When you pray, pray in private. The Lord will hear private prayers. And be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah, when you pour something into the gas tank, you want to do it when you're getting ready for a fill up. So you wait till you're just about empty, then you pour it in, and then you go ahead and put your gas in, and it'll work its way through. That's how you do stuff like that. So everybody, please have a blessed day coming up tomorrow, and have a good week, and hopefully we'll be back Friday for another edition of Coffee Talk, and I will keep trying to put out 1 or 2 shorts a day, usually school related or food related and such. Appreciate the support. Please leave comments, please leave likes, and everybody have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.